folks. I told you that I was getting back on my grind, and this is exactly what that is. All right, so we're back with the reviews. This is for my Star Wars people. If you have not been keeping up with the Star Wars community, they just dropped a new show yesterday. It's called The Acolyte. First 2 episodes were premiered last night. It's going to be a weekly show. So we're back with the weekly videos. This show, The Acolyte, is starring Amanda Stenberg, who I'm really excited to see in the Star Wars universe. You know, Justice for Rue.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay. You're fine. See?
They got my guy from Squid Games. I don't know his real name, but Gyun from Squid Games. He's in there. He's the master so far that we're following. You know, they got some new characters. They got a black Jedi. He got a little dread fade. He got the Killmonger haircut. I've been seeing people talk about that, you know, with black characters recently. But he has the Killmonger haircut. You know, so I'm really interested to see where they're going to take this story. Episode 1, I was really, you know, intrigued as to what happening. You know, starting off, I really like, first of all, that the opening crawl did not move. I don't know, that's just something that I've come to not necessarily like about Star Wars. I really like when they just have it there for me to read. I believe that they did it the same way in Ahsoka. So I really like that the opening crawl didn't move. There's nothing against the moving OG opening crawl from the movies, but I really like when it's, you know, it just hurts my brain to watch it go backwards like that and try to read. Speaking of, mentioned Ahsoka, when I turned on the episode and I saw that first episode was 45 minutes or like 42 minutes or something like that, I was a little bit mad because I don't think no episode from Ahsoka was that long. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. That's just something that I noticed. I really like how, you know, the Jedi from this High Republic era are being presented to us, you know, with the yellow robes and the white robes. You know, it's not necessarily the Jedi that, or it's not necessarily the look that we're used to for Jedi. But I like it, though. It looks, you know, it looks cool. It looks classy. It looks clean. I saw somewhere, I think it was on Reddit or Instagram or something, that they said that these Jedi give like a holier than thou vibe with, you know, with the character designs. And I kind of get that vibe. You know, this is the High Republic. You know, the Jedi, they have this ideal of themselves, and we all know what that ideal is. So, you know, I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. Now, you know, before I go into the plot, I will say that, you know, just something that I picked up on. You know, the Jedi in the show already are talking about, you know, how their political enemies are going to perceive them. And, you know, this is just something that I have issue with when it comes to the Jedi, you know, being caught up in the politics and rather than keeping in peace, you know. I think that's where those inklings of corruption are able to ease in, because if you're being, you know, in cahoots with politicians, that means you're being, you know, you're susceptible to the same corruption as the politicians. And you know, that's to me where the downfall of the Jedi begins. So, you know, I want to see where they're gonna go.
No, now we do. That guide the creation of the clones from the beginning. Dooku did. Our enemy created an army for us.
If this was known, public confidence in the war effort, the Jedi, and the Republic would vanish. There would be mass chaos.
Cover up this discovery. We must. No one, not even the Chancellor, may know. Valiant men the clones have proven to be. Saved my life and yours, they have many times. Believe in them, we must. Win the war swiftly, we must. Before our enemy's designs reach completion, whatever they may be.
Are you sure we are taking the right path?
The right path? No. The only path? Yes. Designed by the Dark Lord of the Sith, this web is. For now, play his game. We must.
I don't know how many episodes they're having. I honestly hope it's more than 8, but knowing Disney, it's going to be 8. Now, from here on, I'm going to be dropping spoilers, so spoiler warning, bing, 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 spoiler warning, all right? Don't be mad if you watch past this point and there's spoilers, all right? So I really liked, at least from the marketing, you know, them trying to sell the show, how they were hyping up, you know, Trinity from Matrix. I don't know her real name, but Trinity from Matrix. They were hyping her up being in the Star Wars universe, and I was really excited to see that. You know, seeing her in the opening scene throwing hands, I was like, yes, this is kind of what Star Wars needs, you know, just give me that action, you know. But then she died. She got murked. And at that point, I was like, oh, man, like, you know, I really wanted to see Amanda Stenberg in it, and, you know, having her as the villain just off that first scene, I was like, they gotta make the black girl the villain. Keep watching, it's twins, and I'm like, dang, okay, you know, twins, this is not something that we see in Star Wars. Obviously that's a lie. Luke and Leia are twins. So, you know, I'm really just interested to see where they're going to take this story. You know, we have the good sister, the good twin, the good Amanda Stenberg. Her name is Osha. She was being trained to be a Jedi, but then she left the Order. So she was in the Jedi Order for 10 years, but then she's been out of the Order for 6 years by the time that we get to where she is in the story. But she's being framed for the murder that her twin sister is committing. And then her old master, you know, is like, nah, man, I don't believe that she would. Her old master, which is Gi-hun from Squid Games, his name is Master Soul. He is like, you know, I don't believe that my old Padawan would do this. She had this idea of us in her mind, and I don't think that she would just magically turn that switch off. You know, so he's sent to, you know, go find her with this Jedi Knight, the black guy. His name is Yord. You know, I'm really interested to see his character. He's giving me, you know, like, gotta be by the book type of Jedi Knight. And, you know, we always get one of those types of guys, or, you know, one of those types of characters in every, you know, Star Wars, you know, project that they put out. So, you know, I'm really interested to see. They have Master Soul's Padawan. I cannot remember her name. I think it's Besky or something like that. And she's like a weird alien looking person. And, you know, she kind of gives like a, you know, Master's favoring this old girl more than me right now. So I gotta step up and, you know, make sure that I'm on my grind, right? So the first episode, you know, just trying to figure out the dynamic of what's really going on. You know, is Osha, you know, really the killer? And then they come to find out that it's the twin sister, whose name is May. The second episode, you know, they get more into May, you know, and her motives. You know, she wants to kill the Jedi that were in her hometown, or her home planet, excuse me. You know, 16 years ago when, you know, Osha was taken and inserted into the Jedi Order. You know, she wants to kill those guys, and she wants to kill Master Soul. She's already successfully killed Trinity, who was Master Indara. She's trying to, or she does kill, or he kills himself. This guy, Master Torben, he takes a poison. And then they have to, she wants to kill this Wookiee Jedi, which I'm interested to see. And they kind of end episode 2 right there. But, you know, at the end of episode 1, they kind of show who she's working for. It's a guy with the mask, you know, he's Sith, and he's saying, you know, weapons can't kill Jedi, you know. philosophy, you know, a student, something that can really strike fear into the Jedi's heart, and their ideology is what's going to kill them. So I'm really interested to see what is going to happen with this guy. You know, I was seeing speculations before the show dropped that, you know, he might be tied to the origins of the Knights of Ren and Kylo Ren and stuff like that. So, you know, we'll see where they're going to take the story. But, you know, like I said, I'm really interested to see, you know, this era of Star Wars. You know, we don't necessarily have many things that deal with this, you know, I wouldn't say prehistoric time, but, you know, with this High Republic era of the Jedi. So, you know, I'm looking forward to what they drop, you know, with this show. I'm tuned in. Yeah, I'm excited. You know, I will be on the weekly grind. And, you know, y'all will get my thoughts. But as far as what I feel now, you know, I'm just interested to see where the story is going to go, you know, is, because we're getting more into these, like, what did Hu Yang call it in Ahsoka? He called it, you know, the unusual cases of Jedi. They said that, Osha was brought to be a Jedi when she was 8 years old, you know, excuse me. If I'm not mistaken, you know, Anakin was about that age when he was brought to the Jedi Order. So, you know, I want to see, you know, what they're going to happen, you know, the precedents that they're going to set or try to reset moving forward. So I'm excited for this show. Like, I don't necessarily have any expectations for it, and I think that's why I'm going to enjoy it so much. But, you know, stay tuned and we'll see where it goes.